Next topic, what I am going to discuss, that is defects. Defects, or you can say imperfection. Okay, I am not writing defects in crystal, I am writing defects in crystal. Yes, students, we have learned that in the crystal, the particles are regularly arranged. So, if there is any irregularity in the arrangement of the particles in the crystal, then that will make the crystal imperfect or a defective crystal, and this defect we'll study. First of all, we'll study how many types of defects. One is stoichiometric defect. Stoichiometric defect. Another is non-stoichiometric defect. And third is impurity defect. Yes, defects I am dealing, and the main categorized defects are stoichiometric, non-stoichiometric and impurity defect. Okay, what do you understand by stoichiometric defect? In stoichiometric defect, after the defect also the stoichiometry of the compound is maintained. That means the ratio of the cation and anion remains the same in defect crystal also. But in non-stoichiometry, the ratio changes, and impurity we can understand that if some other compounds, ions get mixed up in the metallic crystal or in ionic crystal, then that results in impurity defect. So first of all, I'll deal with stoichiometric defect. See, stoichiometric defect means, I told you that in defected crystal, imperfect crystal also, stoichiometric will remain same. Here in stoichiometric defect, I will deal with two. One is Schottky defect. Schottky defect. And another is Frenkel defect. In Schottky defect, what happens? Suppose you are taking a crystal A plus, B minus, 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 A plus. Suppose you have taken this crystal. Suppose there is a crystal like this. Okay. If some ions are missing from the crystal lattice, then it results into Schottky defect. Some ions, suppose from here cation is missing and from here anion is missing. See, cation and anion is missing from the crystal. There is a defect, but the ratio of cation and anion will be same. This type of defect is known as Schottky defect. And Frenkel defect, what is Frenkel defect, that I will discuss. Suppose I am taking same type of crystal, A plus, B minus, B minus, A plus, B minus, A plus, B minus, A plus, B minus, A plus, B minus, A plus. Suppose I have taken this one, this crystal. In Frenkel defect, if this crystal is suffering from Frenkel defect, then what will happen? Ion leaves its lattice site. Lattice site means the position where it is present, and it occupies the place at interstitials. Means at the ion leaves its place and it occupies some of the place in the interstitials. Okay. Here I have shown cation. Why? Because the size of the cation is usually small. So cation usually get adjusted in the interstitials. Now I'll deal with some of the examples and some of the consequence of these two. See, here Schottky defect is shown by the compounds having coordination number high. High coordination number compound shows Schottky defect. Here the size of cation and anion are almost same. Both are of same size. Usually what happens, the alkali metal, size of alkali metal ion is very large, all of us know. So these shows the Schottky defect like KCl, then any other, for example, of alkali metal you can take. Here Frankel defect is shown by the compound which has coordination number low. Low coordination number compound shows Frankel defect. Next, here the size of cation is smaller than the size of the anion. The size of the cation is smaller than the size of the anion. So usually transition metal shows, compound shows like AgCl, AgBr, all these shows Frankel defect. Of course, today there is an example AgBr which shows both Frankel and Schottky defect. Shows both the defects. Next, what is the consequence of Schottky defect and Frankel defect? Schottky defect results in decrease in the density of the crystal, whereas Frankel defect do not decrease the density of the crystal. Okay. So mainly I have dealt with Schottky and Frankel. You study others. Okay. For stoichiometric defect. Now I will discuss non-stoichiometric defect. What I will discuss? Non-stoichiometric defect. In non-stoichiometric defect, the most common type of defect is metal excess defect. What is that? Metal excess defect. Metal excess defect. Now, this metal excess defect can result by vacancy of a cation. By vacancy of an anion. If an anion leaves its lattice site, then this metal excess defect may arise. And another case, what? If an extra cation occupies interstitial space. How can it result? Metal excess means number of cation excess. How can it result? If an anion leaves its lattice site or if an extra cation comes at the interstitials, then this metal excess defect results. Now, we'll understand one by one. Suppose I am taking one example to explain this metal excess defect, in which there is creation of anion takes place, vacancy of anion takes place. Suppose you have taken NaCl crystal. NaCl crystal we all know, Na plus Cl minus, Na plus Cl minus, Na plus Cl minus, Na plus Cl minus. Now, if NaCl is heated in presence of sodium vapor, then what happens? Sodium vapor, student. Sodium ionizes. It gives Na plus electron. What happens? Some of the Cl minus ion, it leaves its lattice site and it moves over here and it combines with this Na plus to form NaCl again. And the electron released by sodium ion due to ionization of sodium atom gets occupied here in the place of the anion. So this results in the vacancy of anion. So this is an example of metal excess defect. Here you will have to understand little more. Here this electron which is occupying the space of the anion, this electron is known as F center or far-away center. What is this meaning of far-away? Far-away is a German word which means colored. So it is known as color generating center. Why it is known as color generating center? Students, because this electron takes up the energy from the visible region of light and starts vibrating, and it radiates some of the visible light of the visible region. Here in NaCl crystal, the electrons, when it vibrates, it takes up the energy of the visible region of light and radiates yellow light. So sodium chloride crystals usually looks yellow. Sometimes people ask you question, what is F center or far-away center? So what will be the answer? You will say that in case of anion vacancy, electron occupies the space of the anion and it starts vibrating by taking the energy of the visible region. This is known as F center or far-away center. Again, people may ask you why sodium chloride crystals looks yellow. For that also, you can write it yellow. Vibrates, the electron vibrates and radiates yellow color, so it appears yellow. Okay. So I have given the example of sodium chloride. You will be studying potassium chloride also. Yes. And some other examples also you can see in your book. Now I am going to deal an extra cation occupies interstitial place. Suppose A plus B minus, A plus B minus, B minus, A plus, B minus, A plus is there. A plus, B minus, A plus, B minus. Suppose any extra cation occupies any place in the interstitials. How it will be balanced? It will be balanced by an electron which will occupy at some other interstitial place. To maintain the neutrality, electron will be present here. So again the crystal as a whole will be neutral. Here I am giving you an example. You see, when you heat ZnO crystal, what happens? It breaks down to give Zn2 plus half O2 plus 2 electron. This Zn2 plus occupies some of the interstitial place, and to balance this charge, some electrons will be occupying some of the other interstitial places. So I hope it is clear to you. Metal excess defect I have dealt with two. Again there is a point, that is metal deficiency defect. Metal deficiency defect, how can it result? Metal deficiency defect can result if a cation, metal deficiency defect. How can it result? If a cation leaves a crystal lattice, or if an extra anion comes in the interstitial places. So this metal deficiency defect arises in the compound which shows variable valencies. Suppose you are taking iron oxide. Iron shows two valencies, Fe2 plus 2 minus and Fe3 plus Fe2O3. Okay. Here, if in ferrous oxide crystal, I am not showing it diagrammatically, you please try to understand. If in ferrous oxide crystal, some of the Fe2 plus is being replaced by Fe3 plus. Okay, then that will result in metal deficiency. There will be some vacancies. Okay, answer. Suppose Fe2 plus, O2 minus, Fe2 plus, O2 minus, O2 minus, Fe2 plus, Fe2 plus, O2 minus, no, I have written wrong. O2 minus, Fe2 plus, Fe2 plus, O2 minus, Fe2 plus, O2 minus. Suppose some of the Fe2 plus positions are being occupied by Fe3 plus. Okay, then what will happen? There will be vacancy created for some cations over there, because plus 3 6 charges, so positive charge will be balanced by negative charge if there will be a vacancy over here. So this is one type of metal deficiency defect. Another metal deficiency defect may be created if an anion leaves its lattice, if an extra anion comes in the interstitials. Though that is very uncommon because size of anion is very big, all of you can understand. So it is very tough for the anion to get occupied over there. Next is impurity defect. Our next topic is impurity defect. Third type, impurity defect. If in molten, I am explaining this with one example. If in molten NaCl, suppose some strontium chloride get mixed, NaCl, molten NaCl, some strontium chloride get mixed, means this is impurity. Then if the metal sodium chloride will get crystallizes, if it crystallizes, then what will happen? Na plus, Cl minus, Na plus, Cl minus, Cl minus, Na plus, Cl minus, Na plus. Suppose this is a crystal. You have mixed some strontium chloride as impurity. So what will happen? Some of the lattice site of the Na plus will be occupied by strontium and some of it will be vacant. So this is an example of impurity defect. Okay.